Hello everybody. So today it's the three guys here, me, Oh So Long, and Fred, come to the farm in Sagbayan to throw out some more rocks. We just threw out 13 sacks of rocks yesterday, or sorry, 14 sacks of rocks yesterday, and we're here again with another 14 sacks to fill in the mud holes. Let's see, yesterday was a total of 78 sacks we threw out, plus another 14 today. And we're here to see the guys cut some lumber, because we were here yesterday trying to buy lumber to fix the roof on the piggery, and there's no lumber to be found in the area of Sagbayan, so we had to go to Carmen to look for lumber, and they still didn't have any there. Well, they had some there, but it was very expensive. So we came back here to Sagbayan to get somebody to cut lumber for us. So hopefully they're here today cutting, which I hear a chainsaw running, so maybe that's them. So after we unload these stones and Fred gets done eating his third breakfast, we'll go back here and see if somebody's cutting our lumber for us for the piggery. And I'd like for everybody to see that, because it's not like in the US. So we'll see you back there in a little bit. So this is a quick look around our unmaintained farm when we were paying people to maintain it for a long period of time. The roof on the piggery is off. That's from the Odette, which we're getting ready to fix. There's all the trees growing up that should have never grew up, because that was a walkway there. And this is just an area here where they used to have a garden because it's a higher area. And down in there, I'm not sure if you can see that, is rice fields. It hasn't been planted in rice for a while because we lost money on the rice. And we figured out now why we lost money on the rice. We could have been making money just like every other place that makes money on rice, but they were stealing it and not maintaining to collect insurance money. So it's very breezy here today, and I'm sure you can hear the wind whistling and howling, and me crunching in the grass, which I can't believe the grass is crunchy. It rains here every day. There's the rice field start there at those trees and come up through. You can see all the water standing here. The rice field just keep going up through. There's the electric line crossing across the rice fields, and the rice fields come up through. And the rice fields go up through there until you can start to see the trees again. That's where they stop, the trees, and also that little shack thing over there. And there you can see two of the what's called the chocolate hills. And then as I pan over again, you're going to see a third chocolate hill right there. And then there is the house of the workers. And there's the start of the piggery again. And you can see the area there where the roof blew off, which is what we're trying to buy the lumber for today. The guy was supposed to cut it today but didn't, because he had a previous thing where he had to cut today, and he knew that, but he asked for an advance of money so he could cut today. And that's the way things work in the Philippines. So I don't even get angry about it anymore, because I know that's the way things work. So it doesn't bother me. I know they will cut it. It's just it won't do it till tomorrow or the next day, you know. And like I said, that's the way things work, so I'm used to it now. But that's a quick view of our farm area. And way out there, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but there is a building there. That's where the airport was originally supposed to be. And then the husband and the wife of that, they both died, so the construction of that stopped, which I wish it would have continued, because that would have increased our property value here. But that's the way things work sometimes. We didn't buy this planning on an airport going in there, so we bought this to make a farm, and have another place to come to when we don't feel like being at the beach. And we planned on originally building a house here on our own, because it's always a breeze here. It's always nice and cool here. I mean, you bake when you're in the sun, but standing out in the shade, it's so nice and cool. You could live here and not even need an air conditioner. And even though there's no trees around you, it's still cool. So that's a quick look around our farm. And it goes out through this way until you hit to those poles where it used to be a fence that went the whole way around, until the workers decided to cut the fence off of there, which I'm not sure why they did it, but that's the way it is. If you're not supervising them 100% of the time, they think it's theirs. And we were living in the US, that's what happened. So we went to the lumber guys, and it's not available today. Has to be tomorrow because they're already busy somewhere else for the day cutting lumber. So we walked for probably 15 minutes to the guy's house and run the way back. And here's a pool with the carabao. They're in there getting cool and getting rid of the bugs. There's so many bugs on that carabao's head, flies and little things flying around. And see the other carabao's submerged, not as many bugs on her or him. There's one standing there, one laying there. This is their spot where they're at all day long if there's nothing to do in the fields, like plow the fields or haul anything to town or things like that, because they're used for work here.
There's a fish in the back of the carabao.
There's a fish, he says.
In the back of the carabao.
I don't see no fish, but
the back.
let's see the butt of the carabao. See,
Right.
there's little baby, there's minis. We in the US, we call them minis. Here he calls them fish. Just little baby minis around the butt of the carabao.
In the head in the carabao, it's very full of bugs.
And I should have known there would be no lumber today, because everything here, they'll say they'll do it tomorrow, and then it's always 2 or 3 days later before they do it. So it's a nice long walk on a slippery, muddy path. Everything here is always muddy. And there's a little baby pony in there. You don't see many horses or ponies here. Now we're going to walk back to the farm and then head back to our house. This is the pathway. I'm not sure how anybody builds a house way back where that guy was. And there's a path like this to get there. I don't know how they take all the building materials there. Must be a very long journey and very expensive. Hauling 1 or 2 blocks at a time. And then the roofing. There's no road close by here. And like I say, we had about a 15-minute walk to go back there. And it's just a little path like this. At least here it's stony. Most of the way back there was muddy. And I'm sure by the time we get back to the truck, this little guy here, Fred, is going to say, I'm hungry. Because he's already ate twice today.
I'm hungry now.
See, he's hungry now, and he's already ate twice. The last time was about an hour ago. The boy, like I say, he eats about 8 meals a day.
5 in the one day.
In 2 weeks of being with us, he's gained 4 pounds.
8.
In 2 weeks of being with us. He was 54 pounds. And we weighed him yesterday. He was 58 pounds in 2 weeks. So I don't think there was food available to him where he came from. So the longer he stays here with us, the bigger and heavier he's going to get. So that's it for the day. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.